Howdy singers, it's Laura here. Welcome back to the weekly warm-up where I share clear, fun voice education so you can enjoy your singing even more. Today we're going to enjoy ourselves with some closed vowels, E and oo. They're going to help bring some focus into the voice and get us warmed up in a hurry. This is a great one and done type of warm-up, so I hope you'll enjoy it. So what's the big deal with closed vowels? Well, I'm always trying in my exercises and the ones that I teach you to find something that naturally happens to your advantage. So vowels that naturally find that high forward placement. If you say E and oo, you might feel that the voice is more focused, more forward, and higher up in its resonance than on something like o, or ah, which is the most open. When you're just starting out for the day or just starting out as a beginner, it can be very hard to get those open vowels to sit in that high forward resonance. They will naturally want to fall back or kind of sink down into the neck. Oh, so let's avoid that and really use these closed vowels, E and oo, to sort of clear a path or kind of lay some track for you to ride for the rest of your warm-up. So when I'm starting out, I often like to use these vowels just to get myself kind of calibrated into that high forward position. And then I can move on, continue with more exercises, or go right into repertoire involving those more open vowels. But I already have placed myself, I've gotten myself sort of calibrated high and forward, and I'm ready to go. So the exercise itself is very, very simple. It's just going to be a 9-note scale going from do to high re and back, with 2 pitches for each syllable. So we'll start like this. On oo, oo-ee, 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 oo. Try that with me. Oo-ee, 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 oo. Let's go here. Oo-ee, 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 oo. Let's do one more. Ooh-ee, 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 ooh-ee. Now, if that feels great, go ahead and keep doing it. I do want to troubleshoot a few things that might come up though. Number one, the most likely thing is overwork. If you're really moving a lot between ooh, ee, ooh, you're probably doing more than you need to. You don't need to move the jaw really at all for these 2 positions. For E, you just need to get the sides of the tongue up against the top teeth. And for oo, just a rounding of the lips. You can do most of the action with your top lip. You don't need to pull the jaw forward, oo, or spread the mouth for E. E. All we need to do is just make those slight adjustments. So do less with your mouth. Do the minimum you need to make a clear E and oo, and that's the first major upgrade you can make. Number 2, I would recommend watching what's happening with the tip of the tongue. If these are the backs of the bottom teeth, you want the tongue to either be touching on the teeth themselves, or maybe on oo, it might slide down into that well, but you still want it forward. What you don't want is for the tongue to pull away from the teeth. It really is not necessary for either of these vowels. So if you're hearing something kind of like the tongue's probably really retracted, and you can just do something more like ee-oo, ee-oo. In my mouth, the tongue is happier to kind of slide down the back of the teeth for oo when I'm in the low range. But I'm still maintaining that contact throughout. The third upgrade is to just use your air smoothly throughout. So rather than feeling like you're ooh-oo-ee-ee, you don't need to make it so tight. You can just kind of release and flow the air through evenly. So with those 3 tips in mind, don't overwork, do as little as you need to, keep the tip of the tongue forward, and use your air smoothly. Let's try this a few more times. Ooh-ee, 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 ooh. And here. Ooh-ee, 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 ooh. And here. Ooh-ee, 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 ooh. Now this might be getting high into the range for some of you, and I want to point out one more thing that might happen. As you get up high, and I do recommend this is a great one for you to use all the way throughout your range. When you go up high, you may feel the tendency for the vowels to open up. Ooh-ee, 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 ooh. As a warm-up, up, I recommend that you try to keep them as closed or as true as possible. Really think E, ooh, as you go up, and especially moving into the top, don't let them become What will probably happen is the vowel will fall backward and become more diffuse. And if you're doing this for the purpose of finding some nice focus and clarity, it's great to really stay with the pure vowels. You can always open them up in repertoire if that is a more pleasing sound to you, but you do want to be able to find that high forward placement even as you move into the higher range. So let's give this one more try. This one's a little higher, and as we go up top, don't let it become but ee. Think of a needle piercing through the fabric. Thanks for trying this exercise with me. If you'd like to see how to make all of the vowels in agonizing detail, I've got a video where I show you how to make each one, and there's even a link to a free PDF so that you can keep that tucked into your choir folder and know just what your mouth should be doing and not doing on each of the major singing vowels. In the meanwhile, keep trying this. Let me know if you have questions about it. And I would love for you to like this video or subscribe to the channel so you can come back next week and every week for more clear, fun voice education. I really appreciate you spending this time with me and singing with me, and I'll see you next